Hey guys, and welcome to my new Warcraft vlog. For those of you who don't know me, I am the Blood Boiler, I suppose. Right now I broadcast live on Twitch about 5 days of the week, which isn't exclusively Warcraft content. I do some amount of like whiskey, spirits tastings. We play some Final Fantasy, and we've played plenty of other games in the past. But we're back on Warcraft again, I suppose. So kind of what I wanted to do with Warcraft is just maybe give a weekly vlog, if that makes any sense, where I sit down and just blab about what's been going on, what I've been doing, how I'm feeling, and kind of see if there's any interest in putting my voice out there about my experience with the game. And for those who don't know my history with Warcraft, I've been playing Warcraft since vanilla. It's been a long ride, ups and downs. I never played Cataclysm, and I never played Dragonflight, and I almost didn't play the War Within. So that's kind of like where we're at right now. I'm kind of back in retail. I've played some of the classic servers. And this time around, we're kind of, we're broadcasting. So, in the past, I've done PvP, I've done raiding, but for the most part, I'm kind of like a mix of a economy and casual kind of player. So I kind of like to screw around with the auction house, make some gold. And then when new content comes out, I like to experience some of the new content as well. So I'm not like 100% a goblin, but I'm pretty much a goblin. I haven't like done any kind of like crazy amounts of gold tools in the past. In Burning Crusade, I almost hit gold cap. So that's like maybe like the closest I've had to having a lot of money, but that was before we even knew there was a gold cap to try to find. For the most part, it's kind of like gonna be a lot of me like relearning how the economy works in retail these days. I've never used the new auction house. I've only used the old auction house, but I'm familiar somewhat with how TSM works. So if you're interested in kind of like my kind of process and learning and progress through that, we'll entertain that in these vlogs, I suppose. Because I'm not really going to be following any guides. Like, there's plenty of guys over there making lots of money, and they know exactly what to do, and they're going to tell you in their YouTube videos exactly what to do. And I'm not going to tell you. If you're here to find out how to make gold, probably not the best place to start right now. I'm going to make some gold, but I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm not going to follow anyone else's recipe. I'm just going to like do some kind of like weird thing, figure out my own method. Before I was doing plenty of like flipping transmogs and stuff, but I don't know if that still works that well anymore. It's definitely a slow burn. It was always a slow burn, but I think it works like even less than it used to. So we'll see what happens. Kind of like where we are right now is I made a new character, I got the midnight boost, I got a gatherer going, and farmed a bunch of gold, like 200k, something like that. And probably I'll end up farming some more gold too. I'm doing like, I got to do a lot of the catch ups to like get his knowledge up to date. So I'm not farming the most efficiently, but I made some amount of money. And I kind of like, until the ball gets rolling on the flipping stuff, or any other kind of weird farms I decide to do, we're probably going to have to do just regular old gathering for the moment. It seems like Bismuth rank 3 is really high price right now anyway, so it's not really not the worst. But also, I got into Koresh. I did some of the campaign with this patch. Kind of enjoyed that. That was kind of cool. I'm not really, I did some LFR. I'm not going to do any like rating or Mythic Plus or anything like that. So if you're passionate about those things, you won't probably see that from me. But when they release new content, I'll probably like explore like the casual side of it. I won't grind too hard. but just to do something new and interesting. But probably do more kind of like gold related activities and learning from somewhat from scratch how to do this again. So I did re-download TSM the other day. I imported some already made groups, which are not doing what I want them to do. I did a lot of reconfiguring and changing of those groups, and it's going to be an internal iterating process is to get those things to do what I want them to do. I also heard that apparently, like, the TSM sniper is not the best, that you should use Auctioneer with point blank sniper. It's better, but you can't use as intricate as a pricing schemes on Auctioneer. So we'll have to try some different things and decide how we feel about them. Probably like a mix of TSM sniper and point blank sniper is probably right, but I'm just using one account for right now. I do have other accounts, but there's a world where we could do double accounts or something like that if I felt like it. But right now, I kind of just like extracted all the random items in my old guild bank, and I kind of decided to start piecemeal selling them off on a couple of servers. It's kind of where we're at. The net worth of those items is like 5 or 6 million gold, but I don't know how long it's going to take to realize that at the current sell rate. A lot of them are just like old low sell rate transmog items. And I'm excited to try to like swing trade some commodities and stuff like that, but you need to be highly liquid for that. So I've been kind of like trying to tune my TSM groups and operations to kind of get them to do what I want. I did purchase some items, but the struggle, I think, a little bit is just going to be that I don't think like I want to spend all day pumping transmogs into the system like I have done in the past. It's a really slow sell, and I don't know if I have the time for that. So we'll have to try to figure out maybe a better way to kind of make this happen. Or we'll sort something out anyway. For the most part, like I kind of want to have like maybe focus on less items that are higher sell rate, but then you get into this weird situation where you want to babysit that and get that to and cancel scan that all the time, and that's also not what I want to do. So we're gonna try to find a middle ground. If that sounds interesting to you, we're probably going to learn from scratch, and I'll try to provide some weekly updates on top of the fact that I'm going to be streaming live at least 5 days a week. On Fridays, I do Final Fantasy. We do some stuff with sophisticated fine spirits like Scotch whiskey and stuff like that too, if you're into that. I have another channel for that as well. But here we are with some WoW content. Hope you guys find that this interesting or mildly entertaining. We'll probably try to post one of these vlogs like once a week, and then from there see if we can't pay for a subscription for free. So until next time, thank you guys for checking out this video. Check out my live stream. I will be streaming WoW live to this YouTube channel. So pop in, say hi. I'll see you. And also join my Discord. We'll do some stuff in Discord too. So until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!